Dear students, we'll talk today the new topic, that is meiosis. Meiosis, that is the part of cell division, and we already have been taught about the mitosis. Organisms that reproduces sexually are made up of two different type of cells. One is somatic cells, or also called as body cells, contain the normal number of chromosomes called the diploid number 2n. Example of the somatic cells are the skin cells, brain cells, root cells, leaf cells, stem cells, etc. Whereas the another type of cells that are called the reproductive cells are generally the gametes are the representation of the reproductive cells that are also called as sex cells, contains the half number of the total chromosomes called as the haploid number, that is n. Male and female gametes are the reproductive or sex cells. The number of chromosomes in the set, so 2n means 2 chromosomes in a set, or polyploid cells have more than 2 chromosomes per set. Example 3n, there are 3 sets, and n is the number of chromosomes in the set is 1. Now, what is meiosis? Meiosis is the form of cell division by which gametes with the half of the number of the chromosomes are produced. A diploid mother cell produces haploid gametes. Meiosis taking place during sexual reproduction, and we can see what is the role of meiosis in plants and animals. Both plant and animals have specific number of chromosomes. Meiosis maintains the chromosome numbers generation after generation, or you can say the uniformity of the chromosomes are maintained in generation because of the meiosis. The pairing of homologous chromosomes occurs in meiosis. This leads to the variation in animals. We very well know that the evolution requires variations, and variations taken place during meiosis in the sexual reproduction. The hereditary characters are transferred to offspring through meiosis from parents to their offsprings. So the new combinations have been arises due to meiosis. So meiosis is very important type of cell division in organisms to maintain the characters, maintain the uniformity of the chromosomes, and to create new variations in the generations. The meiosis results in the halving of the chromosome numbers in preparation for the fertilization. Meiosis shuffles genes in new combinations. Meiosis also results in genetically different cells. So meiosis and fertilizations are the basis of sexual reproduction. Without meiosis and fertilization, there is no sexual reproduction. So meiosis is a very important step in the process of sexual reproduction. Now, how meiosis takes place? Meiosis is two cell divisions called as meiosis first and meiosis second. Before any division, which we very well know that there is a cell cycle is there. Before any division takes place, it should pass through interphase, which is a resting phase where cell prepares itself for division. A typical cell goes through a process of growth and development and reproduction called as the cell cycle. Most of the cycle is, or you can say the major time of cell cycle remains during interphase. Division takes place for an hour in a 24-hour cycle, and the interphase is a 3-step process, that is G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. Now, interphase is similar to the mitotic interphase, where we have already learnt that the G1 phase, where protein synthesized for the duplication of chromosomes are synthesized, whereas in synthetic phase chromosome number gets duplicated, and the last G2 phase where the preparations for the meiotic division takes place. Chromosome replicates in S phase. As I already said, each duplicated chromosome consists of two identical sister chromatids attached at their centromeres. So, in and centromere or centrioles pairs also replicate because each and every chromosome in a cell gets duplicated during synthetic phase, and then nucleus and nucleolus are visible during interphase. You can see the chromatin fiber, cell membrane, nuclear membrane, and nucleolus. The all are visible during interphase first. Then meiosis first consists of four phases, where prophase first, metaphase first, anaphase first, and telophase first. Whereas prophase first is the very important stage for the meiosis, which is longest and most complex phase, and it is nearly 90% of the total of the cell division. It has again subdivided into five substages, that are leptotin, zygotin, pegitine, diplotin, and diakinesis. In the prophase first, chromosome first condense, then synapsis occurs where homologous chromosomes come together in a pair and they form a tetrad. Tetrad is a two chromosomes or four chromatids, in which two are the sister chromatids and two are the non-sister chromatids. Then prophase first, where homologous chromosomes pairs each other in the process, and this is the parental chromosome where two sister chromatids are present in a chromosome, whereas two homologous chromosomes have the sister chromatids, in which the internal pairs are the non-sister chromatids where recombination takes place, where the pair of chromosomes that are paternal maternal, as I already said, that are similar in shape and size. Homologous pairs carry gene controlling the same inherited traits. Each locus is in the same position on homologs. And if you take the example of human being, there are 23 pairs of homologous chromosomes, in which 22 pairs of autosomes are there and one pair of the sex chromosomes. Now, what is the main procedure takes place during prophase first? Prophase first, where condensation of chromatin takes place, members of each homologous pair synapses together, crossing over takes place between the synapsed pair, then nucleolus and nucleolar membrane break down, two centromeres of each tetrad attached to the spindle fibers. Now, what is homologous chromosome? Chromosomes that exist in pairs share the same genetic loci and centromere placement. Pair also has identical gene sites along with their lengths. So, prophase first is very important phase where synapsis of chromosome takes place, and the crossing over is the another phenomenon which is very important in meiosis, takes place during pegitine of the prophase first. Now, another stage that is called metaphase first. Metaphase first is the stage where has chromosome gets maximally shortened or condensed. Homologous pair aligns at metaphasic plate where the found stand on the metaphasic plate. Then next stage is anaphase first. Anaphase first, where single centromere holds each pair of sister chromatids together. Each dyad is pulled towards each pole. These chromosomes are taken together to the respective poles, and in this condition the number of chromosomes looks doubled during anaphase. Then last stage of the meiosis first is the telophase first, where sister chromatids arise at their opposite poles, and each daughter cell has the half the number of chromosomes present in a cell. That is meiotic division, in which the half of the division called as reductional division, and then in meiosis second, that is called as equational division, where from two cells four daughter cells have been produced. The meiosis second, there is no interphase or very short interphase stage, there is no DNA replication, and meiosis second is uh, just similar to the mitosis, which consists of four stages, that is prophase second, metaphase second, anaphase second, and telophase second. The prophase second, where just after the interkinesis, that is between meiosis first and meiosis second, where chromosome condensed once more, they remain in the form of dyad, nucleolus and nucleolar envelope disintegrates, and chromosome starts condensing. During metaphase second, the chromosome get fully condensed, they are aligned at the metaphasic plate. Then in the next stage, that is anaphase second, where these chromosomes present on the metaphasic plates are get separated and move towards the poles. Then last, that is telophase second, where separated sister chromatids arise at the poles, chromosomes uncoil, and nuclei from around nuclear membrane are formed around chromosome, and after cytokinesis there are the four haploid cells, or you can say the gametes are formed. So both mitosis and meiosis are the forms of cell division. Both mitosis and meiosis allows for replication. Mitosis leads to cellular replication. Meiosis leads to the organism replication. Both mitosis and meiosis occurs within the nucleus of the cell and go through the same steps known as prophase, betaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Now, what is the difference between mitosis and meiosis? The mitosis takes place in somatic cells, whereas meiosis takes place in reproductive cells. In mitosis, only one nuclear division is there, whereas in meiosis there are two nuclear divisions, that is M1 and M second. The mitosis, in which two diploid daughter cells are formed, whereas in meiosis four haploid daughter cells are formed. Mitosis occurs only once, telophase, where cytokinesis takes place, whereas in meiosis two cytokinesis takes place that is after telophase first and telophase second. Pairing homologs are not there in the mitosis, whereas homologous pairing is there in meiosis. No crossing over takes place in mitosis, whereas mixing of chromosomes during prophase first are there, and crossing over takes place during meiosis first, that is prophase first. Mitosis helps in growth and body repairs, whereas meiosis helps in the sexual reproduction, a regulation of chromosome numbers in the life cycle of the sexually reproducing organisms. Prophase involves only few changes in mitosis, whereas in meiosis it is subdivided into five stages, substages, and they are very well organized stages where synapsis and crossing over takes place. In metaphase, chromosome arrange along the equators in mitosis, whereas chromosome arrange equally on either side of the equator in metaphase first. Centromere is split into two in mitosis, whereas centromere do not split in metaphase first in meiosis. In mitosis, the chromosomes are oriented towards the equator while chromatid orients towards the poles, whereas in meiosis, chromosome orient towards poles while chromatid orients toward the equator in metaphase first. In telophase, that is in the formation of two daughter nuclei having the same number of chromosomes as that of parent cell in mitosis, whereas in meiosis after telophase second results in formation of two daughter nuclei each having half of the number of the chromosome as that of the parent cell, and total 4 daughter nuclei are formed at the end of the meiosis. The cytokinase follows immediately after karyokinesis in mitosis, whereas in meiosis it may or may not occur at the end of first karyokinesis. It may happen or it may happen after second karyokinesis. Some key terms to remember are the somatic cell, a cell whose genes do not pass on the future generation are called as somatic cell, also called as body cells, whereas germ cells, a cell whose genes pass on to the future generation, that are the egg and sperm cells. A diploid cell, a cell having 2 sets of chromosome in each of them, is called a diploid cell. Haploid cell, a cell with 1 set of chromosome in each of the cell, is called as haploid cell. Thank you very much.